I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
I'll take your word for it, bud.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Looking for quests. Got one for me? What are you doing here?
Nothing. Nothing. Why? Does it look like I'm up to something? Laws, I knew it! You got me. I'm caught, aren't I?
Slap the handcuffs on him and get him, boys! Yeah, you're in big trouble. Now, why don't you tell me what you did?
I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's not my fault, okay? Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little legs. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and then.
Calm down and tell me what happened.
They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals.
I could look for your sprats.
Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green.
Oh, that'll help.
Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course.
Why are the maintenance tunnels, what are the maintenance tunnels beneath Byzantium for? Why are there exterminated mechanicals in the tunnels? I'm wondering why you're so attached to these sprats. You seem surprised I'd help you. You should probably be able to do all of these top down.
Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here.
But why won't you go into these tunnels yourself?
Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. But there are rumors.
Sorry, talking about sprats carrying disease, apparently the straight up Black Death has been discovered recently in I think it was northern China. As in, like, 2 people just had the straight up bubonic plague and were, I think, flown to a facility in Shanghai. Which, you know, this can play in the prelogue to the film about the apocalypse. Ah, Black Death's back. Funny that. And then immediately cut to a scene, barren wasteland, start of 21 Days Later. This is setting up for the rich elite not know how things work, so society is in slow collapse, right? Well, I mean, that's if we take not Marlowe, but Harlow's view of it. Hooray for all diseases returning. Let's see what climate change does for us. Ugh, can't wait to thaw one of the can't wait to thaw some genetic material in Greenland that will just kill all of us, as per most like apocalyptic films. Rumors like what?
Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins. A room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh. A hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course.
You seem to have a lot of information about this silly rumor, though. Long story short, the plague never died in animals. It's just modern sanitation meant that it didn't really spread to people unless the urban sprawl overpowered sanitation and modern hygiene. Oh, neat. So what you're saying is it's not something that we should... Yeah, I mean, it's legitimately not something that I'm actually threatened by or scared is going to spread. It's more like, I didn't know people got plague these days. Funny that old plague business. Why are there all the mechanicals in the...
To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance.
All right, I'm wondering why you're so attached to them.
They're for my, research.
They're just, I'm gonna guess they're just his pets. Like, he is researching as well, but he likes them. He's formed an attachment with them, and he doesn't want them to die. Out with it already.
Oh, very well. It's true. I do run studies on them at the lab, but I also have a special connection with them. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic episodes.
Haven't seen a single thing.
I forget, some parts of Halcyon are lacking in modern plumbing. Not to mention the latest in entertainment. Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form. So you see, it's imperative that I get them all back.
I actually named all of my my like computer media devices after different planets and ships from Firefly, from the original Firefly. For instance, this PC has Serenity as its name on one of the, not one of the drives, but like on one thing. I think it's like Ryan-PC instead of that at Serenity. I have a hard drive, a portable hard drive that goes everywhere called Persephone. I've got an Ariel as well. So for your sprats, what are their names?
Not just names, they all have backstories too. There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez, and Evelyn Ensley Okoye.
I love the names in this game. Like, they're not just sticking to kind of like typical, like broadly recognized names in kind of like Anglo-Saxon, usually origins. It's nice to see. Who are Lord Reginald and Lady Philippa? What about Vonda's story? I'm curious about Haroon Greenlee and Iskander Emmanuel Sanchez. Who's Evelyn, Ensley Okoye.
Ah, she's the chief executive of Farnsworth Incorporated and a fearless captain of industry. He's a mercurial shareholder. They're in a rather tumultuous marriage contract.
What happened in the contract?
She's an ambitious shareholder in Farnsworth Incorporated who wants more than stock. Or does she? It's difficult to tell what exactly she's after, but she is trying to seduce both Lord Reginald and Lady Philippa.
After my own heart, then. I'm curious about Haroon Greenlee and Iskander.
So is everyone. Haroon is a mysterious young man with amnesia. His backstory's still a work in progress. Iskander is Lady Philippa's trusty assistant. He's trying to seduce Vonda.
Ah, okay. So Iskander's trying to seduce Vonda. Vonda's trying to seduce Lord Reginald and Lady Philippa. Who's Evelyn Ensley Okoye trying to seduce?
She's a member of Farnsworth Incorporated's regulatory board. A wise woman with a sharp tongue and a heart of gold.
Yeah, no, I suspect Farnsworth is probably a reference to them. As in to Futurama. Who am I kidding? I don't need to hear about this.
Something else?
Actually, let's go back to it. I want to hear more about the plot lines. You seem surprised I'd help you.
I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospects. No one does favors for free.
I'm not. I'm doing it for experience.
But I must say, I'm far too distressed to think critically about your suspiciously kind offer.
There's a podcast I've been listening to recently called The Scam Goddess. And in particular, there's a concept they were talking about that called the Despometer, which is effectively, if you're desperate enough, you'll fall for scams because you just need the money.
Colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
This person's desperate enough that they'll fall for pretty much anything we do.
Most of it looks the same from inside a ship. Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling being in space? Look, it's just Ellie.
Ruth Bellamy? I simply adore you.
Here we go. Time to act. Oh, not actually what I intended there.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
Left. Habitually, as soon as I hear left or right, it's like that one.
We're not gonna do this, are we? Promise me.
My cousin's in pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
What do you mean, promise me? Pavati, you were excited that we were going to be doing this. No, promise me. Alright, here we go.
Great, you made it. Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural.
Yeah, they're going to make me kill someone, I have to imagine. Silly, thank you very much for the tier 1 gift sub to Groovy Asteria. Much appreciated, Groovy Asteria. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Have you done the Pavati side quests? I am up to getting her an outfit from Byzantium. That's part of what we're on Byzantium at the moment for. That's also why I have her as a companion while I'm exploring Byzantium. What's that supposed to mean?
No. question yourself. Just feel the scene and go with it. I got a feeling you'll know what to do. We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen.
I don't think that's a good
Don't
idea.
think it, just act. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
All right, then. Let's just, There we go. All right. Read this first. Note from Maverick. You call these crates? We need at least twice as many and grungy as you can get. This is supposed to be an authentic space adventure, and real space adventures have crates. Next time I see the set, there had better be loads and loads of fucking crates, or you are fucking fired. Maverick Johnson. I didn't know there were gonna be capitals at the end. I started too hard to engage with capitals. Check every other thing before I just ruthlessly murder all of these people. I mean, if Josh is paying to see their logo on screen, maybe I should use a Josh weapon. And that is a plasma carbine from Josh. Background insert. Fine. I'll put the plasma rifle as that weapon, just in case. All right.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, you'll be nigh unstoppable.
Joke's on you, idiot! Those crates are just decoys.
They are? What an unexpected twist. You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Are we on camera now? Because I really don't care to be.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us.
Yes, let's do a flashback to that right now. I'm sure that won't take a lot of money. You just described things that are scientifically impossible.
Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come.
Exude wordless fury.
Yes, even you are powerless this time, Steel. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field, and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma.
Most of those words are made up, and the ones that are real don't work like that.
Plasma's already a vapor-like kind of thing. You can't re-vaporize it. Can you?
Quiet. You're supposed to be an extra. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers, because this is the end for you.
Finally!
You're not even taking this seriously. I refuse to work like this. I've done Aetherwave spots for Wentworth, I'll have you know. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut. That was interesting, kid. Real novel take.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take 5.
Yeah, we're about to get fired. Like, extremely fired. Whatever he offers you, ask for more. Sweet. Silly, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Kirk Weasel. Much appreciated, Kirk Weasel. Enjoy your moments in chat, and welcome to the Republic.
Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though.
You don't sound impressed.
Look, sometimes you just gotta wait for your break, you know? Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
That means we're not gonna call you. I've heard tale. That's okay. I didn't want to have to just kill a bunch of innocent people. There's actually a way back. Hang on. Was that the way we entered from? Ruth Bellamy. The board's reputation increased, apparently, according to that one. They're all just going to teleport through the door. Fine. So, yeah. It's just there are two different elevators now. Fine. Oops. Other way. So I think we've probably got enough time to do Pavati's quest at this point. Plus, we actually have the ability to tag that, so let's do that. That's... Don't bite the sun, right? Yeah. Still gonna hold myself to not killing any of the named characters in this area. For a little bit. At least until after I have the conversation with the chairman. Because that seems like the kind of situation where I'm going to want like a lot of favorability.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had
so
new folks
needlessly
like Water,
cynical.
except the captain. Kind of hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be a favor in disguise. A lot of people out here ain't that nice.
Okay, so unfortunately you cannot pet that cannon. I had to check though. Jolicoeur's haberdashery.
Over here. Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear.
Thank you, thank you.
The
What's
way
that?
you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
Have you got a hat for a mighty primal that also might fit me? There it is, the most pretentious thing I'll hear all day. I don't know, it's complimentary. I'll hear it. That's me, rugged and well-traveling. You can tell all that by the way I'm standing.
Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre.
Outre.
I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
Is this going to be like another situation of like commodification of like commodification of the aesthetic of like a lower class, or the commodification of the aesthetic of especially like revolutionaries? I thought that was what was going to happen. Like they were going to set us up for like filming a picture that is similar to that as well. So I'm kind of suspect that that's going to be every mission in this area. It's like you read my mind. Are you trying to sell me something? Or what Byzantium needs is to be taken apart brick by brick.
Yes, perfect. That rakish audacity is exactly what I'm after.
I can't say anything wrong.
I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
Sounds fun. You have a pretty high opinion of someone you just met. What do you have in mind? I'll think about it. What do you have in mind?
When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials.
It's not like there's a, it's not like you can get Che Guevara's face on mass-produced capitalist goods or anything. Exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about, yeah. All right, I'll help you out. You got a pretty high opinion of someone you just met.
Everything I need to know can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my new line.
Like, another example would be Derelict in Zoolander, actually, as well. All right, I'll help you out.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
Friend of mine got him on a necktie for the sheer irony of having him on a clear class marker, but it's not really ironic anymore at that point. Yeah, there's the eternal problem of the difficulty of telling whether or not something is sincere or not, but also the perception of whether or not it's sincere. Like, you can be doing something ironically, but other people perceive it as sincere, and then what have you done? I expected you to model for me. What's the benefit of seeing me wear it? Any excuse to admire my looks? Huh? Can't blame you. I'm not much for modeling. Go for the second.
Oh, you cad. You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
Absolutely murder a couple of things around here. I'll see what I can do. Hold on, I need to know more about these outfits.
I expect you'll cut an exquisite figure. What else do you need to know?
You said something about an iconoclast's outfit. Where am I supposed to find spaces gear? What's so interesting about marauder armor? Top down.
I've heard rumors of these iconoclasts, half-mad zealots rampaging across the surface of Monarch. You'll have to find your own way into Monarch. I can't help you. Even if I could, I prefer not to interfere with your creative process.
Perception is reality for the perceiver. Death of the author even applies to basic irony, huh? Yep, unfortunately. I mean, it's as soon as you talk about things that, like, aesthetic or demonstrative, like, or rather, aesthetic that is supposed to be demonstrative of an idea or ideal or is trying to communicate something, that aesthetic is then art. And then immediately you invoke death of the author, right? You can do that on broad artistic substance. Let's see what I can do. What's so different? What's so interesting about marauder armor? Where am I supposed to find this place gear? All right, second one.
I don't know. I've never seen a marauder. Not in person, anyway. There are always Aetherwade programs, but I want something authentic. Byzantium is long overdue for a change of wardrobe, my dear. Something barbaric, yet elegant.
Where am I supposed to find space gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
See what I can do.
Fab!
My engineer's going on a date and she needs a fine outfit.
You
Hell yeah.
gotta be so forward about my reasons, Captain.
Let me get a good look at you. Turn around, please, darling. My word. Such muscular shoulders. You're a vision, dear.
Engineering.
I am no such thing, ma'am.
Nonsense. You're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. I have just the thing for you. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Materials, labor, licensing and copyright. There.
She's an engineer. You think she can afford that? She needs to impress her true love.
Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling. Love. Oh, gracious me.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. Who woos for love anymore? That's so... precious. All right, Captain. Here is the absolute best I can do for you.
Man, I came to the games and learning how to optimize deck building, stayed for the socio-political and artistic commentary. I'm extremely glad that I can hook anyone in on that aspect of the commentary that I'd like to provide. I did also go for mock apples, Groovy. Mock apples and Synthamin. Did you actually measure her for the outfit? I didn't see any measuring tape.
Darling, do I look like an amateur?
You took literal offense to
I
that.
read her measurements by eye. And don't you ask, because they're no one's business but her own.
Fair. No, it's more like that's a solid actual skill. People in this area have mostly been delegating. So, I don't know. I like you a little bit more, Celeste. I guess we can swing 3,000.
There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a lovely young lady deserves the best. Now stand back. Back! I'll enter the settings and get these machines spinning. You'll be broke to bespoke in merely an hour.
Oh, I love that turn of phrase. Yeah, you live.
And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my asking, have you any interest in modeling?
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes staring at me? I couldn't. No way, no how. I get scared just thinking on it.
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. I hope your date sees that as clearly as I.
Oh, I love Celeste. Celeste is awesome. Celeste is saying all the stuff to Pavati that we didn't get to say. Or rather, we said in kind of like more watered down words. Where am I supposed to find space again? Let's ask that
If
one.
I were an
Okay, never mind. I already asked that. There was something else I wanted to ask. Have you ever been outside Byzantium?
outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium.
Yet you're sending me all over Halcyon. You said I was exactly what Byzantium means. What do you need? First one.
Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, I don't belong outside Byzantium any more than a fish belongs on the land. Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days without me. I'd return to a smoking ruin of hideous fabrics and mismatched colors.
Fish didn't belong on the land, and then they grew legs and and lost their gills and grew lungs and moved onto the goddamn land. Celeste evolved with all the rest of us. This game overall has voice actors that enunciate their T sounds much heavier than I'm used to, and I'm wondering if that's a real thing or in my region just de-emphasizes them that I'm not used to it. Okay. I'm gonna try and keep an ear out for it, because I don't know what way in which that's happening. You said it was exactly what Byzantium means. How do you mean?
Byzantium has lost its élan vital.
Loss.
Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale. I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please.
She seems to speak normally to me. But again, that could just be that my experience with regional accents is more aligned to this. It shouldn't be, though. Modeling with the moon helmets would be awesome. I wonder if I can do that. Never heard of a tailor who wants to make people uncomfortable. No, I have, though. Think you have the wrong idea about me. We'll go for the first one first.
I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist. It's my job to make you uncomfortable.
Agree. I broadly agree with that, yeah. I see facts. Yeah, let's see if we can trade.
I can't.
Hello? Can I buy something? The Oxonian. Ooh, we've got a couple hats. Medical and hack. Hang on, hack on helmet. Okay, so hack on helmet. No, but I already had hack on helmet, right? Because no, I didn't have stealth skills helmet, so I actually do need these. Really helpful to me, actually. Thug kit, Nightingale step, don't care about those. These are kinematic shield, don't care about that either. Grounded, don't care about that either. All right, let's have a look to see if any of these have unique things that I desperately want. Dialogue skills, no. Range weapon skills, no. Leadership, dialogue. I mean, this is where I will find my actual, like, fashion. But unfortunately, you can't see them equipped by someone until you buy them. A little bit frustrating to be entirely honest with you. Yeah, look at this armor, 92. The helmets are so much higher in armor than actual body armor. You'd expect those stats inverted. 92. Is there any reason to not just give everyone a heavy helmet? Because that would be like 3 times most of my companions' defense. Aiden Plus. Thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. That's 7 months. Good lord. Welcome back to the Republic and continue to enjoy your emotes in chat, Hayden. Bowler, business formal, classic works. Fedora, red banded. We'll stay pretty far from that one. Steel, the Duchess. Yeah, so there are a lot of rare. Hang on, the Oxonian wasn't rare, so the Duchess might not necessarily itself be rare either. This one? Yeah, bowler, business formal. Fine. And then I'm guessing
Heads down.
requires Celeste's key to unlock. I don't think I can be seen at the moment. Let's see if I can do this.
Huh. Nothing there.
Yep. Apparently doesn't have her key on her. Extremely sad. Wait. It'll be unlocked. No, but it's unlocked for just one Adreno. Damn. Hey, look, it works.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
I'm sure other colonies have cities like this.
Yeah?
But those are so far away. I'm talking about Halcyon.
In that case, thank the law we've got the chairman and the minister to keep the
So difficult to prevent self from committing war crimes. Alright, so the final thing we have to do is talk to Pavati, right?
Spacer's Choice 2-hour energy.
Let's actually give you the outfit first. For the cutscene's sake, at least. Do we not have it? I guess we don't have it, so we don't have the ability to, like, steal it from you instead.
Watch out.
Oh, can you believe this outfit? It's so handsome, I'm almost afraid to touch it. Well, I guess that's everything then. After all this time, I just have to actually do it now. You know, there's a part Junlei's been looking for to fix up the air cyclers. They only carried them on big colony ships, like the Hope.
Pavati, making every little thing perfect won't change Junlei's feelings.
I know. For a while, it felt like everything I did was a little bit of help. And it meant I didn't have to ask her to be mine.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet. Not for real. Next time we dock with Groundbreaker, I'm doing it. I'll send June a message and ask her over. Oh, this is real scary, Captain. I'm grateful for all you done.
That kind of just reminds me of a line from Zay Frank released a video when they came back to creating content after like a huge hiatus. And it included the line, it was about, you know, not procrastinating and not, you know, being a perfectionist with respect to creating stuff.
Remember that stranger I saw
Here,
in the
Pavati's
square?
doing the same in terms of the social context. But in particular, the line was, I don't need to sharpen my pencils. They're plenty sharp enough already.
That requires no next fee.
I've always liked that line. Speaking as a primary jazz musician, I own entirely too many vintage fedoras and trillies that I'm not comfortable wearing anymore thanks to the image they developed thanks to internet asshats. Yep. It's really, really unfortunate for a group of people who are usually really, really concerned with the idea of censorship. The way that they have portrayed certain things makes it really difficult for me to express myself. For instance, like, I also used to own a couple of fedoras that I just don't feel comfortable wearing. Why would I? Like, straight up gamer gear also makes me a little
Spacer's
uncomfortable.
Choice tartar sauce. A tangy sauce made with real atmospheric contaminants from tartars.
Not on others, again, like it's just on myself. And it's for the same reason of I don't know if anyone's going to be able to interpret, you know, my intention in wearing this. All right, how do we actually return down to the base? Should just be a teleport, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, good. Ooh. Awful Foley right there. Sorry about that.
Jolicoeur is drunk. Surprise.
Yoga's drunk, surprise. I love it. Back to Groundbreaker, docking bays. We need to set up this day.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
We've got 20 minutes left. We should have the ability to do this. All right, Pavati.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look?
You look terrific. I mean, you're not wearing the thing at this.
Oh, my hands are finally
I'm assuming she auto-equips them
All right,
before going
all
into the scene.
Deep breath. Here I go.
Check in on the date. Are we allowed? Seems intrusive.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my own.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He was probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
It's an incredibly lovely thing to say, Junlei.
Isn't this swell?
So it is.
I could see why Parvati seems so happy here.
Look at me, all dressed up for once.
It's a nice outfit as well. Damn.
What about your mama? I don't mean to pry, you just hardly mention her, and I've been wondering.
She passed when I was small. Taught me how to change a fuse on her deathbed. Even sick, she was patient with me. She kept exhaustive journals of my childhood, my father said. Like she was A/B testing child rearing.
Must be you got that exacting nature from her.
Exacting is a kind way to put it. Inflexible, my father would have said. Bull-headed. Cold.
I don't want to stay and just...
Sorry, am I in your way?
No! You can't apologize to someone who ran past you. Hey. Don't bite the sun, checking on the date. They seem to be having a great time. You should leave the ship and let them join their date together. Okay. Yeah, I'm not taking Parvati on a mission. What, are you kidding me? Seems like an awful idea. Ellie and Felix, let's go. Just call her away from a date. No way. It's so confronting to turn around and see that. Oof. You know what? While we're here, let's try and get the Groundbreaker outfit. How about that? Let's control Aramid. No. Where would I find, like, actually just a straight... What the hell? Ultimate Bolter 2. What is this? A powerful handgun that fires energy projectiles that ricochet off of most surfaces. It costs 10k? Oh, that's pretty good. Never seen anything even like that before. Unfortunately, it's extremely out of my ability to purchase right now. But at least I know where it is for the future. Also the tab skill points, hack. Lockpick can actually even go further down. Hack was 14. Yeah, so that's already fine where it is. Sneak goes up. Good. Felix actually adds to my sneak. That surprises me. Felix is a little bit blunt. We thought Felix would have been more smash and grab. I thought Nyoka and Ellie would actually provide to our stealth. In fact, Ellie does provide, like, broadly to our stealth. In that... Where is it? Oh, no, no, no. It's Nyoka who has it. I don't know if Nyoka gives this bonus to our stealth, though.
Do you have what it takes to defend
Hang on. Is it this one? Nope. All right, we're looking for the bootleg. I think that's on the other side of this. Bell shells. I mean, I'll talk to you. Just to see if you have anything incredible now. Ultimate. Oh, okay. This one is significantly cheaper here. I kind of want to get that and give that to Ellie, to be entirely honest. Ellie has decent handgun skills. It's very expensive, though. I still can't afford it. Hoping to come back for it later. Oh, wait, where are they? Ah, it's the rest and go. Sorry. Martin, do you have an outfit for me?
I have a...
Got a lot of restricted stock here. Super Scoper, Mr. Acid, Adrenal Time, Mag Pick, Weapon Parts, Ground. Yeah, don't need any of those. That's fine. Ports of Call, Mechanic Overall, Spacer's Choice, Rugged Work Outfit, perfect for a Grease Monkey. No. Not necessarily what we're looking for there. I'm glad to see that you've restocked the hats. Not finding any of it. Am I actually going to have to kill someone and take something off the dead body? That's not going to be good. we got? No clothing whatsoever. You do have the salvaged helper, which I'm almost able to buy, but I would have to tinker it pretty heavily before it actually became good, like being level 10 especially. Not sure where I'm going to find an outfit like this. None there. None there. Again, none there. Does anyone have a clue where I might find something like this? While I'm here, I should probably at least say hello to Lilia as well. Not sure she'll have it. Guess we could try and wiki it. No, it's fine. If I need to figure it out, I'll figure it out at the start of the next thing. It's just like if anyone knew off the top of their head, oh, this place in particular has it. I mean, this is an armory. This could be it. Ports of call, basic streetwear for a low price, typically worn by spacers, lightweight spacers gear. An outfit typically worn by spacers. Vast improvement on model. That's workers' clothing for this area. I mean, it seems like those two should fulfill two different ones, right? Yeah, and it will just direct me back to Celeste. Okay, so this is like giving us multiple different ways to solve it, and it's not actually pointing directly how we have to do it. It's fine. That's the kind of quest I really enjoy, actually. I would just rest out here for a while, but let's say a couple hours have passed.
A reminder to all crew members. There is only one toilet on the ship.
Hey, Pavati.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
Did it go well? I want all the details. Before you say anything, I want it to be clear that I'm done running around for you. Great. I'm sure something broke while you were busy. You'd best get to it. Ouch. I want all the details.
I feel like running laps around the cargo bay. So she got here, and the first thing she said was, "Oh, you smell nice, like mock apples." And I was like, "Yeah, new soap." And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
So you laid out the meal, brought June in, started music? I know, I was there. Figured you'd do this someplace more romantic, like the engine room. Let's skip to the good part. So you laid out a meal, brought June in, started music.
She stood stock still and just said, "Oh, real soft." Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, "Is that dustbat casserole?" I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
Monarchist. So the meal went well. The dessert too, rather. I wasn't sure about that guy. I'm glad the end result was good, though.
Sure was. Near best thing to homemade, Junlei said. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary. Said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
Well done. I'm proud of you. Smooth.
One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know? I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
Wait, she wrote a speech to declare her love?
She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes!
Hell yeah, that's very sweet. Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vicar's capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Alright, I'll give you as much time as you need. 31. Like, mainline quests give less experience than that. The game knows what our priorities are. Also, you gained bit cartridges, and a picture of Junlei and Pavati. Let's go and see if that's already set up in our room. It might take entering the ship for it to get set up. Although it might actually be set up in Pavati's room as well. Stone Man with all... yeah, that's Holcomb, her father. That's his axe. His wrench as well. Looks like banner, fine. Yeah, I'll reload this area if I can't find it. Wait, what? Frame photograph of Nyoka's crew. Unlocks the perk The Crew for Nyoka. Oh, that's interesting. So completing certain ones of their quests unlocks different skills that you can get for them? Huh. Let's actually check Nyoka's skills then. I want to see what it gives us the ability to do. Oh, no, it just straight up gives you the perk then? Yeah, it does. The Crew. Critical chance plus 10. So we finished Vic and Max's as well. Did you get something? Tuned in. Drug effect duration plus 50%. Perfect. Sam, we haven't done it. Well, Sam, have we done anything for you? I can't imagine we have. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Pavati, yours was Enchanted Evening. Food and drink effect duration plus 25%. Felix's is Self-Governed. Increases the damage you fight corporate enemies with. Post-armor damage dealt plus 50%. Oof. Beautiful. And Ellie's we are in the process of getting. Alright. I'm gonna quickly leave and rejoin the ship just to see if it gets sat down.
You can't be hogging the facilities for 40 damn...
I think I've taken Sam out once, largely because I'm terrified of Sam. I gave myself robophobia, so my conversations with Sam are extremely loud. Alright. Oh god, it's still super confronting to turn around and see that, especially because I have my companion set to follow me quite closely. So I just turn around and get eclipsed.
Some crewmen.
You're adjusting before you pull. Right. You're anticipating.
It didn't say that it set it up. I don't necessarily know where this is set up then. Maybe it's just... No, I just get to hold it. The photo was a gift from Junlei to commemorate her first date with Pavati. An inscription on the back reads, "To my wildflower." The inscription's not there though. Thank you for an enchanted evening. Looking forward to many more. Lovely. And I'm afraid at this point, it is time to go to sleep.